Welcome, everyone, to the Commentary Podcast. I am your host, Pat Brennan. Today on the podcast, we are going to be watching Sinners. It was released in 2025. It is written and directed by Ryan Coogler. The film stars Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Miles Caden, Jack O'Connell, Wunmi Musaku, Jamie Lawson, Omar Benson Miller, and Delroy Lindo. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. Joining me for this rewatch of Sinners is one of my co-hosts, Martin, and returning guest, Tony Mikel. I will drop all of their info in the episode description, so please go give them a follow and check them out. And there may be a surprise co-host cameo for a little bit within the episode, so be on the lookout. Now, I'm going to be watching the 4K copy I have of Sinners, but it is currently available to stream on HBO Max. You can also rent it on Apple, Amazon, and Fandango at home for $6. I say we get things kicked off. We are going to be pressing play on Sinners, and I hope you do as well. In 3, 2, and 1.
Y'all, I don't know how to feel about not seeing this opening logo in 143. I don't even want to watch the rest of it at this point.
I know.
I'm so spoiled, man. I swear, the next time I watch One Battle After Another, it's going to hit me like a truck.
How do you feel about, I wonder how people feel that, like 95% of general audiences that, watch this movie when it does the aspect ratio change and have no idea what is going on. Why does it keep changing formats?
They're probably like, oh, the screen got big.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I think most people are just going to see it in a standard format with
probably
a 16:9 screen. And in that case, I would say maybe it expands a little bit, but I remember when I saw it in a standard screen, I don't think it expanded at all. It was a pretty wide movie the whole time because I don't think they bother with it. But if you're going to see a movie in IMAX, you probably know what you're paying for.
Yeah. I mean, the 4K has the aspect ratio change.
It does,
I remember whenever it did change, whenever I went to see it at the theater, the guy next to me just he did that meme where he got out of his seat. He was like, "Oh, I'm locked in." I loved it.
I mean, whenever I went to go see One Battle, there was an employee that actually came out right before the film started, and he was like, "Hey, just so everyone knows, there is this is a digital or a film presentation, and it's going to show different aspect ratios, and basically explain to everybody that the film is going to change as as it's presented." And so there was one girl that was sat next to me. I think maybe it was her boyfriend or someone with her, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I had to make sure I had to come to this." And so he was explaining to her why it was the way that it was. And so she was like, "Okay, that's cool." And then the movie started and he was like, "You see?" And she's like, "I get it." But the whole movie was shown in one.
That is cool that someone came out to explain it. And I feel that kind of is a precursor to oh, let me look out for it. Let me see whenever it changes now.
Well, actually, if you want to know the truth, it was the whole film that was in 143. The entirety of the film was started in 143.
Yeah,
and then I saw it again on a digital format about a week later. It was still the 143 format, though. So I drove to Chattanooga for the second one, and it was still the whole screen was shown. Funny enough, though, that screening for One Battle After Another too, Chase Infinity's mom and her dad and her sister were there.
Nice.
So they made sure to come out and say hi to everybody as well. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I saw that and this
the iconic
that we're watching in City Walk.
Great theater. Love that theater. I got to see this with Vikash, friend of the show.
Nice.
Also, 143 IMAX. I feel very lucky to have seen this in the proper ratio.
I want to travel to go see a movie like that. It's such an iconic trip. I'll always remember you texting us I'm going on the plane.
Oh man, it's so crazy because for the most part, everybody I told what I was doing, they were like, "Oh, you're really into this," and I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy."
You're like, "Yeah, man."
But then also there was a point in the screening whenever they were actually doing that introduction where they were talking about film, and they said, "Okay, so who traveled for this?" And I was like, and then they were like, "All right, who traveled the furthest?" And everybody around me was like, this guy did."
This guy flew here.
Yeah. I don't know if he's listening, but I actually did meet someone at the screening who said that they knew who I was. They call me the Blu-ray and Burritos guy, and they did say that they listen to the podcast every now and then. I think his name was Fernando, maybe Fernando. That sounds right. Fernando, if you're listening to this, I remember you, brother.
Name drop on the pod. This 4K looks amazing, though. Looks very good.
Thanks for having me back, by the way.
We always have you back.
Of course. We're gonna cook.
I didn't realize that he started singing the tune of "I Lied to You" like from the very beginning.
Yeah,
it's just like that little hum.
It's that little theme. I love the way that this film sort of plays with aspect ratios, not even just from the IMAX standpoint, but it being so wide for all the scenes that aren't in IMAX. It's it just looks gorgeous.
Where is this shot, Pat?
I don't know off the top of my head, actually.
I want to say like low, like southern
Louisiana, maybe Louisiana,
Mississippi. Probably.
I'm gonna guess Louisiana.
New Orleans. Yep.
Nice.
New Orleans. Working title was Grilled Cheese.
Oh yeah. Do you know why they called it grilled cheese? Give us the lore. Give the pod some lore, Pat. Drop some lore.
I don't know why off the top of my head.
You don't know why?
No.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, it was like right before the film came out, but he said that the reason working title was called Grilled Cheese was because in the past few years he's been doing Marvel movies, these complicated movies that just have a lot of interwoven parts, and he said that he just wanted to make a film that was just very simple and just you couldn't mess up, but always like had a good hint to it. And so he said that he wanted a movie that felt like a grilled cheese, that was just a simple movie that just hit the spot the right way. And I would say that this film does exactly that.
You know, I could eat a grilled cheese right now.
Dude. I love me a grilled cheese. You guys remember that grilled cheese I showed you when I was on the cruise?
Oh yeah.
They said, "Grill that shit yourself, brother."
It was like the fire festival. Here's your day.
It was so sad. It was so.
I just noticed that the smoke coming from his cigarette just flows right in front of his like other, I guess, shot. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
So like one draws the cigarette and then it like billows into the other shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty impressive to think about the shots that have them together, because like there's really heavy CG being used, and obviously they had to come up with that whole like rig to make them a twin. But if you pay attention throughout the film, like there's not that many shots with them where they're together. And so it actually works out pretty well where like if you pay attention, I think the last time I watched it, I counted it was like somewhere between 10 and 15 shots where they're actually standing together, but it's very rare that they're like moving a whole lot.
Yeah, like even right here, the blocking is smart because you were filming both of them, but they're in the same room, but they're not the same shot. Smart.
You can kind of tell the way the Michael B. Jordan in the back there wasn't really looking at him. Kind of, he's looking off to the side a little bit.
The staging is all like very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends was just telling me that they had a showing of this some LA cemetery. Does that sound familiar, Pat?
Yeah, where they have Sinespia at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
People all dressed up.
Cooler was there.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, Cooler came.
Are y'all catching this in IMAX on Halloween?
I have nothing to do on Halloween, so that sounds amazing.
Yeah. check your locations, Tony. I think there's one here in Atlanta that I'm going to, but I'm not. I mean, I know that's the same weekend IMAX too.
Like,
there are
actually some locations about all the films that I've missed so far. I've missed
wait, hold on a second.
I've missed History is Sound, right? I'm trying to think of all the other ones.
Yeah, that's coming to movie. I
always complain to Pat like about the films that I don't get to catch.
Wait a second, hold on. Tony, you're close to Dallas, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on a second, brother. You may be in for something good.
What?
Dallas, Texas is getting a 70mm IMAX print.
Oh,
on
Sinners?
Halloween. Yes, of Sinners, dude.
Do I make an
Halloween.
iconic
You
van trip
gotta
and
pull
just
a
go
van
drive to
here.
Dallas?
You gotta
I
pull
think
a
I can
van
do
watches
it.
movies here, brother.
Bro,
I
they're
need
gonna
to do
have,
something fun.
dude, that same weekend, guess what else is also playing in IMAX at the same time?
What? One
Back
battle
to the
after another?
Future.
Back to
Back
the
to the Future.
Future. Today's Back to the Future Day.
It is. Looks like Sinners only has like one showtime at like 8 p.m.
Dress up like Remick.
We heard tales of a party.
9:25 p.m. I'm sure though.
I'm going
They'll
to the
probably add
juke joint,
more.
man. That's awesome. I'll have to look at it.
Man, I
Dancing
remember
with the
like
Dip.
the day I watched this. It was a 4-hour drive to the theater and 4-hour drive back. Like the whole drive back, we were just making jokes about this movie the whole time, but just how funny like certain things were that we were like, the movie is so good in the context of the movie, but it was also around the time when like we were talking about God, what's his name? Jonathan Majors, because Magazine Dreams we had just talked about.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
he was supposed to be in this,
yeah.
right? He was supposed to be the other brother.
I think
Originally,
I
I
can't remember, to be
think.
honest with you. But regardless, like we were just making
He
jokes about
was.
how crazy this movie would have been if he was in it.
It would
Let
have
me
been
see.
kind of like it kind of would have
I
flooded
could be
into
wrong,
the
but
conversation about like the just all around the film.
let's see if there is any. It doesn't say. I could be wrong, but I heard
I
that
was like,
rumor.
you're looking straight at the camera. I was like, are you looking at me?
Just staring right at you. I mean, this is definitely going to get a Best Picture nom.
Yeah, but it's kind of like we said that one time. I can't remember what episode we were talking about, but there's always like 5 serious nominations for movies, and then there's like 5 movies that are just like, okay, these are cinematic achievements that have to be acknowledged, mainly just
Exactly.
That's
because
what
of the
Sinners will
scope and
be.
scale. And so, like last year's was Wicked. A few years ago was Avatar: The Way of Water. Don't get me wrong, I love Avatar. I saw it in theaters 3 times for its re-release, and I can acknowledge that that was a movie that was just a cinematic achievement nomination. Like no one thought for a second that Avatar: Way of Water was going to win Best Picture.
Win Best Picture, yeah. I mean, yeah, this to me it's a lock, but it's not going to win Best Picture.
No, it may win some technical nominations, maybe even a performance, depending on what the lineup looks like by the end of the year. But there's no shot it's winning.
Maybe a score, yeah.
Score, maybe original song. I know that they're pushing for Miles Caton.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm trying to think of last year what we had for Best Picture for the nominations, and like, let me see. Hold on.
This is the booze that they stole, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing death.
Yeah, the snake. I was about to say the same
about...
thing, dude. You took the freaking thought out of my head.
I said it first.
No.
So nominations for Best Picture last year were Wicked, Substance, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, Amelia Perez, Dune Part 2, Conclave, Complete Unknown, and Brutalist. Out of those 10, I would say the movies that like we knew were not going to win it all: Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, Substance, and Wicked. Maybe Dune Part 2.
Yeah.
I remember when one of the award shows before the Oscars had everybody sweating about Amelia Perez. There's like people crashing out.
I mean, it is tied for what, second most all time. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to get picture nom, cinematography.
You know, I got to see James Cameron's
original
Oscar
song
and Best
sure.
Picture Oscar for Titanic the other day.
That's right.
Like,
you sent us a picture of it.
Was it his director one?
It was like it was actually all the like Oscars that movie won. So I think there was like 11 total that I saw, but they
must have taken out of the
bigger
museum because there was one at the Academy Museum. I think the picture one is at the Academy Museum.
The amount of times that people like message me and they're like, "Hey, I really liked how you brought up the water park thing because I used to do the same exact thing." It's like every single time someone introduces themselves to me, they bring up that like little water park bit. from the Titanic episode.
Crazy that we did the Titanic episode. And I've been to that museum twice now.
I know. I need to get on it. I need to travel. I need to go. Need to go do something fun.
How much money this made? How much money this made?
It's still making money, bro.
And we'll be
It's still
making
making
money at the end of the month. Yeah.
I think
90 to
this is
100
gonna be
million
brought
dollars.
back into theaters like for like Halloween or just like around like the anniversary. He has complete ownership of this, right? Or will?
It's after
he
like
will in 20 years.
20 years or something. Yeah, so he would then, and if they ever screened it again, or I guess his family would own the entire rights to the film.
So like say for example, like they wanted to do a wide release all over again. Like they would get all the money from that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's like Taylor Swift funding her own stuff to go in theaters for
She
a
doesn't even
weekend.
have she didn't have a distribution
million.
company that actually works for
Yeah.
herself. Like she
So
distributes
she just
herself.
like puts it. She
All
just puts
that
it in
money just
herself.
went to
All
her?
that money goes directly back to her. Yeah.
So like
Look who's
whenever
back. Look who's
whenever
back.
that movie came out in theaters, the last one, Life of a Showgirl or whatever, she like made demands specifically to like have the film play without any trailers whatsoever.
I was really confused. I hadn't been following like much of anything lately, and I was like trying to get ready to go see one battle after another again, and I saw it twice, and I wanted to go a third time, and I was like, I can't go this weekend because there's Taylor Swift's everywhere.
I feel like I went that weekend. Maybe I didn't, but I feel like it wasn't. People said it like actually wasn't that busy.
The theater I was at, it was very busy.
I'm sure it was. I don't think I went, but I think it probably depended on the area you were in.
Have y'all seen the one with Jet Li?
Man comes out of nowhere.
Little cameo.
This man comes out of nowhere. Didn't even know he was on here.
No, because
would you say that?
have y'all seen the one with Jet Li?
I have not.
2001.
Maybe a long time ago.
No reason why, Delroy Lindo is in this, and he's amazing in this. And the first time I saw him was in that. He's unforgettable. And, the man's all like, I thought his performance in Defy Bloods was like, one of the best things I've ever seen, especially for our time. Oscar win.
Yeah. Did he even get nominated for that?
Nope.
That's insane. It's like I'm like interested in what the Academy does, but then at the end of the day, I also don't really care. Like if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, right? Like if it's convenient, if they lined up with us, awesome. Otherwise,
if not, then like whatever, man. I don't really care that much.
Yep.
Like I think
What was
a
the
lot of
last
people
film
that love
that
this
you
movie
didn't that didn't align? Like you were like, well, I feel like that was snub, like a snub. When that like you felt really passionate about.
that like didn't get nominated or anything.
Yeah.
Or like win.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have instances where like, and this is not a knock to like Coda, but you have like Coda winning when you have like West Side Story right there and wins like nothing, and then Coda wins like 4 Academy Awards.
And no offense,
Talking
no
about
knock to
like from
Coda.
a production aspect.
It's just like, yeah, it's like no knock to like Coda. Like Coda's a good movie, but it's like to me, it's like it's not a best picture. But I mean, also came out during COVID years, and there's not a lot being released. But
like you said, West Side Story was like legitimately, besides one actor, fantastic.
mm-hmm. Like if Sinners, which is most like is a best picture lock, like for a nom, if it doesn't get
This
a
whole
nom for best
sequence is
picture,
so
you're
cool.
like,
How
okay.
it transfers characters.
Like,
it goes in and out of like interior, exterior.
mm-hmm. Is that the last time you see the daughter too?
I like the sequence so much.
I think so.
You see her in like cuts, but I'm pretty sure like yeah, it's like you said, it's like the last time you see her in like being woven through the like story.
The story.
Reminds me of like a Western right now.
Did Van talk about his experience watching the movie the first time?
Drove
Yeah.
4 hours there just to see
Yeah.
it with Vikash.
Yeah.
With the homies. I mean, that's the best way to watch these movies, man.
I went opening night, and there's a good chunk of people there. Lots of couples. It's actually really cool.
I
I
think
went with
what's
my
gonna,
mom.
I think it's something
My
where it's
mom
like,
was in town, and I was like, "Guess what we're doing?" She's like, "What?
I went
We're
with
going to
my
see
mom.
Sinners," and she said, "Okay."
did y'all see Black
How many
Panther in
movie
the
were I at?
theaters?
Heck yeah.
Unfortunately.
Black
The second one,
Panther.
unfortunately. The first one's pretty good.
I've seen every Marvel movie in the theaters at this
No,
point,
but
and it's kind of
same.
unfortunate.
In the sense that
Guilty.
like Ryan Coogler specifically brings out, the black audience in a way that I rarely see. Like you're talking about a
Dude,
snub movie,
You have
like
the crows
Origin,
flying over there in the
Bro.
Jim Crow era,
bars.
circling over them, driving over. Because everyone circling crows means something's dead down there.
Look at the sky behind him. It's blurred. That's kind of cool.
Sorry, I interrupted.
In the field. Yeah, my bad. Oh gosh.
No. I was just talking about a snub movie for me, which was Origin from Ava DuVernay, which
Yeah,
I think we all have differing opinions about. But like when I saw
I still
that at a festival, like the amount of specifically black women I saw there and the love that I saw in the building, I was like, this is something special. Whether
Yeah. I think
everyone else
the
saw
things
it or
like
not.
that too. It's like Neon just doesn't put any money behind it, and they just don't release it. Like to
Yeah,
they're not going to send
I mean,
it to Academy to like screen.
They
and
pushed it
kind of-
behind Ferrari, and I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
mean,
who gives
Neon has,
who's giving
Neon's got what? They got Best Picture last year, so
yeah, who's giving Michael Mann the money now for
Warner
Heat
Brothers,
2,
I guess, for Heat. Warner Brothers.
bro. It's gonna be crazy. Almost as if we're gonna be doing a Michael.
I mean,
Mann
Warner
thing
Brothers is
soon.
probably the most successful studio this year.
This year, and they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
And that's and we should also say no thanks to David. No Zaslav.
There's a very good chance that by the time that this episode drops, unlikely, but I mean, there is a chance that by the time this episode drops, someone does acquire Warner
He's
Brothers,
right.
but
That's horrifying.
Paramount.
Hi, Friday.
Was it Paramount? They were the ones that made an offer to acquire
It's
it. And they said
Skydance.
no.
I was
Skydance,
having this
yeah.
conversation about this film right now while the film is about to be like, we gonna make some money. That's literally what somebody's thinking right now about buying Warner Bros.
But see, the thing is, the other conversation really is about Coogler, right? That after
Mhm.
25 years, the rights for this movie revert back to him.
Is it 25? Is it 20? We just talked about this and we thought it said 20.
Okay.
We're
talked
all
about-
wrong. I guess whoever's listening can find out and they can Google it. But we're
25
Yeah.
years.
That's 25.
25 years.
Yeah, so it's 25.
I mean, I heard it like 5 months back. I don't know. But beautiful, beautiful movie here.
They basically, let me see. I guess Kugler would be 65 by that point. Him and his kids would own it, his family.
But imagine like what he's gonna do in the next 25 years. It's gonna be
Delta Slim.
Yeah. I think of any acting noms, it's going to be supporting noms. I personally don't think Michael B. Jordan would get a Best Actor nom.
I think Haley is a lock in a sense that like
I think that she's already
the
been
Academy
nominated before.
exactly like the Academy knows her well.
Yeah,
For True Grit.
For True Grit, yeah.
Where's the 4K? As Pat would say.
Yeah, where's that damn 4K? That Blu-ray does look pretty good though. Not gonna lie, from 2010. That's a 2010.
For 2010, that Blu-ray looks fantastic.
But it's something where it's like
Pretty damn
it's
good.
Deacons, like the man is
Yeah.
goated.
There's got to be a 4K coming soon, honestly.
I'm willing to bet they're probably putting out all of the Deacons, not even Deacons, all the Cohen's work on 4K.
Yeah, they will.
Unfortunately,
Specifically the Lady Killers.
I mean, what I'm talking about is like, unfortunately, we got to deal with honey
Yeah.
don'ts and
Yeah.
don't, or
I still haven't seen Honey
Dolls, unfortunately.
I just need them to make one last movie together because they're in their 70s. Just make one last.
I don't
movie.
think they will.
Are you
Honestly.
talking about the
Oh.
Cohen brothers and Deacons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
or just Coen Brothers and
Well, 'cause
Coen
it's
Brothers in
themselves.
general, just the way that they like
Yeah.
just don't really work together anymore.
Because I know Bruno
Joseph
Devanel
started in
shot the
92,
new
I think.
the new one with Ratface guy, the one we love,
The Rat Face?
La,
The Charlie
La
Day.
Camira
Oh.
Challengers.
Oh.
Jeez,
Josh O'Connor?
Josh O'Connor. There we
Talk
go.
about my boy Josh O'Connor like that.
I love Josh O'Connor. One thing
I
about
don't
me,
mean it
my
in a
favorite
bad
I
way.
like La
actor.
Chimera.
I don't mean it
That's
in a
my
bad
favorite
way.
actor. I'm seeing the Mastermind on Thursday.
He's the kind of actor that doesn't seem like if someone was like he's never seen an iPhone, I'd be like, I believe it.
He reminds me of all people. He
Reminds
reminds
me of
me of
70s actors.
Cazelle. Exactly. He reminds me of John Cazelle in the best way possible.
It's like that's what I was talking about, or like I feel like I brought this up before. Of like, it's the actors like you see like a Roy Scheider, like
Ooh,
yeah, like actors from the 70s, like a Gene Hackman, like
yes,
that
yes.
look of an actor that just looks like kind of like an average guy. It's just like not there anymore. You got to have like basically be able to, as soon as you take your shirt off, you got to be ripped and six pack pecs. You don't have that? Sorry. Like if they made Jaws today, there'd be a scene with them all having their shirts off. Like Richard Dreyfuss is like a nerd in Jaws. Like,
I will say, Don't Look Up. Even though I didn't really vibe with that movie, we did have two scientists in that movie with like Jennifer Lawrence and Leo. They did a pretty good job, like visually, with those two.
mm-hmm.
And Annihilation did a good job. Alex Garland.
Basically just told him, dude, there's gonna be a few small beers there. Oh, well then.
Talk about Can we talk about it just like 2 seconds? Like Benicio del Toro is an icon for what he did for one battle after another. Like he's a one of one for that. That's who needs a best supporting nom and win.
I could see Delroy and Benicio getting noms for that. Delroy for this and him for that. I think, I think the acting for Sinners is going to come all in supporting.
I mean, if MBJ is like campaigning, it might happen.
What nomination
It just depends.
or win?
Leo's definitely a lock already.
Not win.
I don't think he's getting nominated. He's decent in this movie, but this is the best he's ever been. Like, there's no shot.
It's going to be all supporting.
I mean, I prefer him in Fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, because Leo's definitely getting Best Actor nom.
He's not winning it. I don't think so.
No.
Like, it's a good performance, but he's not the strength of that movie.
I think Paul Mescal's probably. Did they say he's going supporting?
For Hamnet?
I think I'm like half
Hamnet?
a
Or
millisecond.
history or Hamnet. Yeah.
The scene got a big gasp in my theater. Their line delivery here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like a southern accent. Oh my god. Waving yourself.
I do declare.
Yo, that's Josh Allen's wife? Fuck Josh Allen.
Resounding agreeance. I think Haley would agree with that statement, Pat.
Yeah, that line. It was like, oh.
I
It was
think,
nice sitting next to my mom when that line was read.
yeah, I could not. I could not, man. I don't know how you
I
all
think
do
you
that.
mentioned watching that with your mom.
The 70 here, like the aspect ratio. I think this is one of my favorite scenes where it's like it feels non-consequential, but like it just feels extremely epic.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do get like
They were talking about
Delroy's
that.
intro, and then we also get her intro, but it's like there's a lot of drama going on, but it's also like so homely, you know, like just like there's something comforting about like this part of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Like what I love about it too is the lighting. Like you could clearly tell they shot that at different times of the day. Because when you walked up to Delroy, it was like darker out, and then now all of a sudden the sun was out again. Like
I think that's also probably like the emotion and like exposure, right, with the film itself.
yeah,
And I mean, like you can definitely go into the DI and change stuff, but like they let it ride and it looks great. It genuinely. So do you all know the story of how like Ryan wanted to shoot this on 16?
Yeah.
And like I think he bought a camera, and then Bradford Young like essentially got the lenses and like set the camera up itself, like the build. And then they were trying to figure out how they were doing the things, like how we're going to shoot this movie and just the practicality behind it. And I guess some CGI stuff. But then one of the guys at WB was like, did y'all think about large format? And that opened the can of like, 70 perf and then the 65.
Yeah. They needed a win after Oppenheimer. They're trying to get him back. But then also like Ryan Coogler, like Fruitvale Station, he shot on 16 mil. So like it doesn't surprise me that he wanted to shoot this on 16. But then also like Benny Safdie just did Smashing Machine. It was shot on 16 millimeter.
Yeah.
I saw it in IMAX, and from what I understand, there was a little bit more doctoring behind the scenes in terms of like being able to like restore the film in a way where they could show it on an IMAX screen and it doesn't just look like just super grainy or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they were able to kind of fix it up a little bit. If they wanted to, they could have shot this on 16. But that being said, I mean,
like that would change the entire
just looks a
movie,
lot better. It just changes the entire film's nature, and it changes the visual language of everything. I'm glad they chose with 70 though.
Yeah, it would be a completely different movie. Damn, he's so good.
Right. They were gonna take that money, going out to Little Rock, start a little church.
Here, there's been some big discourse on this movie lately via
I feel like
the
it
web.
comes in waves.
$2 train ticket. Train got the song. Plan got a hold to him. Search Poppy's found all that money.
Here's the point of the movie.
And they lynching right there in the railroad station.
Adding that sound in there.
With someone.
Adding that sound in there.
Yeah.
As they drive through a cotton field. Damn. Resort to that music.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, we're 30 minutes in, and I think there's only been like, with the exception of the opening scene, like I think one shot that's completely in 16:9.
I'm in cornbread.
I love cornbread. My favorite thing right now is there's a GIF of him when he asks for the money where he does this, but it's really fast and it's so funny.
He's in Transformers. He's the one that runs through the glass when they break into what space.
I'm just a cousin. I'm just a cousin.
He's also in the HBO original series Ballers. And I watched that entire show. I don't know why.
Because you love The Rock, don't you?
Nah, I'm a big Baby Denzel fan. John David Washington. I could see this winning cinematography. Looks damn good.
It's definitely getting a nom.
characters.
And the thing with that one, I would say it has a very strong chance of winning cinematography.
Yeah. I think just the more I watch this, I'm just like, dude, this movie looks so fucking good. I was gonna get a costume design nom too.
Be your
Just
second
production
one.
design,
Imagine winning
costume
2 years in
design,
a
this
or wait, imagine winning for 2 years. She won for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, just like from Michael B. Jordan's 2 costume
There's
designs
like some
alone.
really good work on that because with the you kids I'm trying to remember Namor's like entire the costumes and everything for that were great.
I think I've only seen that Wakanda Forever like one time, honestly.
I liked Wakanda. It was cool.
I think that's just when I started to get like more checked out of Marvel. Like it's just like a lot now. It's a lot to
Yeah, that
keep
was
up
like
with this
the
stuff.
the boiling point for a lot of people, I think.
I think I remember
Post-
liking Wakanda Forever. I think it was just like post Endgame. It was just like this is like becoming exhausting.
I think like when it comes to Wakanda Forever, I loved the emotion behind it. The movie's not perfect by any means, but like it's a movie like I can't get my head around even after rewatching it a second time recently because there's such a great emotion behind it, but like some of the story is like we didn't need it, but I understand why this happened. And at the beginning of the movie I'm crying in the middle of the movie, I'm crying at the end of the movie. Like just considering what happened.
I mean, you're totally endowed to your opinion, but I find the thing to be completely emotionless and like it was milking the fact that Chadwick was dead, unfortunately.
And I understand. I mean,
Yeah.
we're both right. Put it that way. Like, neither one of us
Yeah,
is
there's
wrong
no
in
right or
that.
wrong opinion.
Yeah.
And
It's just
here's
like,
the thing
did
with
the emotion
that
sell or
is
not?
that it is kind of like you
Mhm.
said, like you could tell that everybody there really wanted it to be Chadwick.
Yeah.
But I think there came a point where like they should have just acknowledged it and been like, we just got to recast. Because I'm going to be honest,
100%.
Letitia Red, I think is her name. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
She can't lead a movie. Like she's a
No,
good
she
supporting
can't.
actress, but she cannot lead a
Bro.
movie.
No.
Real
The
quick,
whole
like,
film, unfortunately, just kind of feels like every chance they got, they were like, "Hey, let's remind the audience,
yeah.
Chadwick's dead.
Yeah.
Like he's not
My-
coming back, and we got to give him this legacy." But it's just like it just comes off as just like
My
very.
thing is, like, I think that we've probably talked about this before. Like, Spider-Man, Batman, and Black Panther, maybe Wolverine. These are like some of the most like important comic book characters to me, like in my life. And I think that Black Panther is a character that we need severely in our culture. And you could see the effect of that in 2018. And I don't agree with them one bit that they, what they did is, emotionally it is solvent to me, but they need to recast that character. We need a Black Panther, a T'Challa.
T'Challa is really crucial in Avengers Secret Wars. So it would be cool if they incorporate some sort of like alternate universe version
I
of
mean, they're done
T'Challa
shooting that
because
thing, brother. So no matter what
oh
they
yeah,
decide
that's
to do, like
right.
we're
That's
done.
right.
So
They
they've
are
already
done
made the
shooting
decision
that
with what they want to
shit.
do.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Because
Put my idea in the freaking can. Hope
I mean,
Michael
I hear you
Waldron
though,
did a great
Tony.
job
Like
with it.
they really need to like get us a new Black Panther, but
Mhm.
whatever they could do with him and whatever they could do with they were shooting it
Dude, when
without
do
a
you think they'll
script.
start shooting or Secret Wars? Because that'll have to be pretty quick now
I'm
after.
sorry, you did say Secret Wars, and the one that they just finished shooting was
It was
Doomsday. But I don't
Doomsday.
know.
wait,
Regardless, I
Secret
mean,
is
they
wait,
shot it without a script. Regardless, I mean, it's still.
That's true. You have
is Secret Wars is
it's
that
all
still
out
happening?
there. Like
I think
I hope
so.
so.
I can't imagine why it wouldn't is the thing, but I also can't imagine why it would.
I'm
Do you
so
think that
confused.
Doomsday is gonna tank? Oh
No. Doomsday is gonna make a Billy easily.
I don't know, Vikash. If they shot it without a script and it
Yeah.
ends up being like not amazing, like I think it'll
I'm
make money.
anxious. I'm
man,
legit.
It'll definitely
anxious
make
for
money,
next
but
year.
there's a good chance that like that movie just if it doesn't do well and it's really just a jumbled mess, like it doesn't make much money. Like
Bro,
I was talking about
Deadpool and Wolverine was a mess. I could never watch that again, and that made $1 billion. Like
right, but Deadpool and Wolverine also had a character who came back with Deadpool, who's already a pretty big character. The MCU
True.
has, for the most part, already been on a decline, and the problem with movies that have I would say that there's a big disconnect when movies start shooting without a script. And in some movies, I would say it can work out very fine. Like in the case of Iron Man, they were kind of just improvising scene by scene. But with a film like Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, I love the film, but I can acknowledge that it's very messy, and it's because they started shooting it without a script and they just kind of worked the story around the stunts. When you watch a film that has a number of moments where it feels like the pacing is kind of off, and you just watch it and you're like, oh, they shot this part without a script, or they started shooting without a script, it's very noticeable. And that doesn't make for like a bad movie every time, but it doesn't always make for the best movie. So if that's the case where Doomsday comes out and people get that vibe of like, oh, it's good when it's like really good, but the moments that to get there are like kind of messy. It's like people are gonna know it's not Endgame, it's not Infinity War.
I think it's gonna be passable. I think it's gonna be passable nonsense, which I think we will enjoy the passable nonsense, but it's not gonna be anywhere close to what they've done before.
This track is called Seance, and I like how it's really light and pretty, but also whenever like they start getting frisky, there's like an argument in the music. You can kind of hear it. It gets like spooky. It's like romantic and spooky at the same time. It's a really good score.
I mean, their costume design, like she's also wearing blue with him. So when I first saw this in theaters, I clocked that immediately and was like, oh, they had a thing.
Yeah.
Clocked that immediately. When I saw the blue on her, I was like, oh, yeah.
Mooney's in Loki and Deadpool and Wolverine.
I forgot she's in Loki.
Yeah.
I forgot she plays that character. I think of supporting, she will possibly get a nom too. I don't know. We'll see.
This is still Seance. The score is so easy to like just run all throughout the day. It's so good. Me freaking out about music.
And I think these vinyls come out, the soundtrack and the score. When do they come out? I think very soon. November 6th.
I'm streaming the 4K version and it looks great.
Sinners.
Did you know that this was supposed to be the opening scene with Remick?
This is supposed to be the opening scene?
This was supposed to be the opening scene, yeah.
And
Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, I think they probably moved it around to probably help with the pacing, but maybe more or less to just get you invested in the characters before you even have any sense of danger showing up.
I think it would have made the movie different in a sense that like your mind would immediately go to vampire immediately, and then you're waiting for the vampires to then show up. You're like, okay, well, like I think it's good to put it here. Because I feel like if you put it out in the open immediately,
it's like you got to eat your veggies.
You gotta eat your veggies. It's kind of like
but I don't even mean that in a bad way, because you do have the characters that are just very well liked.
I think it also works too that like you're doing all of this. Oh, by the way, look, there's the crows again flying over them. I've lost my train. What was I gonna say? No, I think it works too, as in like these. Oh, there's, by the way, like there's vampires here, like coming out of nowhere. Like, fuck yeah, sick. Like, yeah, I wanted to follow this, like these guys, see what they're up to later that night.
Dang it, was it Vikash that, or was it you that was like, give me 2 prequels and 4 sequels?
Yeah. This is Lola Kirk. She's been a Noah Baumbach lead, actually, with Mistress America.
I don't know if I've seen that.
With Greta Gerwig. I think it's called Mistress America. It is called Mistress. Came out 2015. Noah Baumbach, written by Baumbach and Gerwig. Lola Kirk. She's actually like a country singer now too.
I feel like I recognize her, but I don't know what from. It's probably from that.
She was in Gone Girl.
Were those vultures on top of the house?
Yeah. It's they symbolize death. Like, have you ever seen like crows and
Like
like
a
vultures?
western where like they're circling
Yeah,
around?
they would
Yeah.
they essentially circle in the air to resemble that, like, hey, there's a dead carcass down here. It would be like, there's a dead animal. They're like giving other crows, like letting them know that there's dead animal down here, and then they'll eventually all dive down and eat it.
In a way, they're kind of symbolizing that like Remick in there is already dead.
Yeah. They were symbolizing that whoever's in that house is already dead. Doesn't matter.
The eye look, the glow.
Mm-hmm. She's in Gone Girl. She's the
Who
one
she playing
that
Gone Girl? Because you mentioned it, and I'm trying to think of who she plays.
when she goes to that hotel, she's the other girl that's there, and then steals the money with Boyd Holbrook. Steals the money from her.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Yeah, it is.
It's Boyd Holbrook there too, right? He's the guy, right? That's with her.
I think so. I want to say it's him. Like, you're saying it's Boyd Holbrook, and I'm like, yeah, it's got to be him. But I also don't know
Boyd
for
Holbrook,
sure.
Yeah. Lola Kirk, as Greta, young woman Amy meets at the Ozarks campground. Boyd Holbrook, Jeff, a flirtatious man Amy meets at the Ozarks campground. Yeah. There you go. She's in Gone Girl. She's like a country singer now. She's like 3 albums. Hmm. Which performance do you think is better, Smoke or Stack?
I think they're both kind of the same character, to be honest with you. They have very similar.
Well, I mean,
traits.
one's more serious. One's more serious than the other, but yeah.
It's like there is a like inflection in Stack's voice, and it's at the very end of whatever he's saying, and it's pretty like prevalent whenever he's talking to Mary in the club, and it's like wheel or something like that. Like it's kind of like it's like very tangy. I just thought it was a cool way for Michael B. Jordan to like differentiate Smokey and Stack. There's different like inflection and stuff, which is crazy because it's the same fucking person.
Same person, yeah.
Is my audio okay? I feel like I'm always
good.
yelling whenever
Yeah,
I
you're
talk.
good.
Okay.
No, you're
cool.
good.
Okay. I'm not like
You're rocking that beanie though.
I'm just here, dude. I'm just here. It got cold. It finally got cold where I live, so I was like,
I know it's been hot the last couple of days. It's gonna back down to like 70.
yeah.
It rained here last week, and it was like 60 degrees the next day, and it was amazing.
It's starting to get cold here now.
Have we pointed out that Haley Steinfeld is in this, or did I miss that? I just completely missed that because I was locked in.
Yeah, we don't remember we don't remember when he said "fuck you, Josh Allen."
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's been on screen for a minute.
I've been locked in. I thought you were just saying like fuck Josh Allen.
She's in Running Man coming out. What's her name?
The actress for Perlene?
Yeah, Jamie Lawson. She plays it'd be, I guess, Glenn Powell's wife and kid in Running Man. She's also in the Batman. She's the new mayor, I believe. Isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah, she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that calls him out, saying that like he only shows up for things
at the funeral.
Like,
yeah, he only shows up at like the funerals and like stuff like that. Bruce Wayne only shows up.
He's nipping it right in the bud. He's like, no, we can't do this.
She's wearing that like that bluish gray. He's still got the blue
Crushed
on.
velvet. Yeah. It's great costuming.
Yeah, this is fantastic costuming.
You can see that little bit of red on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly
And obviously
in.
his costume would be, he's got a red and blue patch there, on the shoulder. And his obviously would be like more worn down compared to theirs. It's the only jacket he owns. Crazy. This is the first thing he's ever done too. Probably from his dad from when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And patched it up.
Yeah.
Completely blew me away in True Grit. I was like, whoa.
Academy Award nominee.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's great in True Grit.
She's got a film coming out, right? With Miles Teller? No. What am I thinking?
Yeah, I think they just started filming that.
I'm not just making that up, right?
No, I think they announced that like a couple weeks ago.
Usually when they announce, it's like a sports romance film.
Yeah, usually when they announce like that stuff, it means they're like basically going into pre-production or like they're about to start shooting soon. I mean, those scenes look good with them both in it though, like seamless.
Yeah, but think about how many shots are actually in together. That's what I mean. Is that
Yeah.
like there's not that many. Like there's the ones that they're in do look very good, but it's really used very sparingly, which is smart. Like
that's how you work around it. Yeah, that's how you work around it. Their probably most difficult shot was their first shot, literally of them both when he hands the cigarette.
In the sun,
yeah, that's probably their most difficult shot that they had.
And it's really the only difference is that they're interacting, and that's the biggest reason why.
Yeah.
If it was,
but that's how you establish that. That's how you establish that immediately. You establish like, oh look, we just like you could easily be like, oh, hand it over, and he like reaches forward for it, but it was so seamless. Now you're not. Now your eye's gonna be like, oh yeah, it does. I don't think that in my mind I'd be like, okay, Michael B. Jordan actually has a twin, like they're in the scene.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point though. Like you establish it early, you make it to where like the audience like is made aware of like, oh, that's Michael B. Jordan. Why is there two of him? He doesn't have a twin, so they did a really good job with the CG.
Yeah,
that's the only shot they got to focus on, and then the next shot that we see with them together. We're 50 minutes in, and they haven't shown us another shot with them together where they're actually interacting.
They just showed one there. That was the only one I noticed.
Yeah,
it looked like it was a little out of focus.
50 minutes is my point.
Yeah,
takes off his hat.
Towards the end of it, there's a lot more shots where they're actually interacting with each other, and like some of them are shot like over the shoulder in a way where like, okay, you're tricking the camera, but the end of it really has a lot more shots. To be honest with you. Like when I say that I counted how many shots were with them together, I think it was like 10 to 15. With them actually interacting, I think it's like 2 or 3.
Yeah. So about movies is he completely takes the entire sound in the background out, and you can only hear that. And they're talking like normally. They'd have to be
like the electric guitar while they're like having like a serious conversation.
Yeah. Well, that's movie magic.
That was.
I think audiences are like, that's so unrealistic. It's like, dude, who gives a shit? It's a fucking movie. Like, I can do whatever I want. This isn't real. Oh, I love that. That was a very like 1930s shot. He lingered like the dissolve.
You talking about the transition?
Yeah, he like lingered that for a while. Very like 1930s. A lot of 1930s movies, like shots of a piano, someone playing piano, and then people dancing, like just like laid over each other.
There was a pretty cool shot that they cut from the movie that I'm sure you guys have already seen, but it's like the split diopter shot where Delroy Lindo's playing and there's stuff going on in the background, and it's a really beautiful shot, but at the same time, like I understand why they cut it.
I understand why they cut it too. Honestly, I feel like it would have. I feel like it wouldn't work in this movie, honestly, because you're already doing your look and
Aspect
technique.
ratio thing, yeah.
Yeah, you're already doing that, and you're already having an extremely wide lens when you're shooting anyway. So it's like,
Simmy.
I think it takes you out of it, kind of. I mean, the shot's fucking awesome, but like,
Yeah, this
it's not like all the
like the
President's Men where
most-
like every other shot is a diopter shot.
scene is insane. I remember like the first time I saw it, like just seeing that aspect ratio expand, I was
Yeah.
like, this is just crazy, man. Like, there's no way this is happening right
Watching
now.
that shit in that City Walk when it just goes to the whole screen.
It's
you're
like it's one thing
dude.
when it just changes instantly that it gets you because it's just the scope of it, but it's whenever you see it expand and the camera's moving, it's like, whoa, there's a lot going
It was
This
just
on.
a
one-
moment. It was a moment of this year of 2025 where
Yeah.
something caught us all off guard, and we were like, "What? Like that's crazy!"
This
And like
one
the stuff
and then
happening in the scene, everything. It just like it was just such an exciting thing to like. I don't know.
This is-
Can't
this
we
is gonna be
can't recreate that moment ever of watching
Yeah.
Sinners for the first time.
I'm gonna always remember the first time watching that. This is gonna be a really weird connection, but this transition from the aspect ratio just reminds me of Hunger Games Catching Fire when she goes up into the game and
The
it does
arena.
the same.
It's like the
Yeah.
most famous
Oh
shot.
yeah. Yep. The
You know,
aspect ratio does change there.
Yeah.
I got to see the
That's
Odyssey
one of the
trailer
cool.
in
That's one of the
143
coolest ones. That when she
and
goes up,
143
that's one of the
ratio,
coolest
and-
ones.
That trailer looks incredible in IMAX.
Yeah, they it showed it in front of One Battle.
The Odyssey?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to see it like that too.
everyone got quiet in the theater more. Like everyone's like, oh, God, Odyssey. Okay, here's your actual movie. This is the point of it.
I have a feeling that shot with
Here
him
you go.
saying
Here
that
you
and
go.
him talking was probably meant to take earlier in the film, but they just moved it.
Mm.
It's probably a deleted scene, to be honest with you, like the majority of it.
The corners of the frame are blurred.
Yeah.
Like
He's really the only thing in focus, to be honest with you. Like everything is blurred, the guitar, everything.
yeah.
This must have been insanely hard to like choreograph and block.
I love this
sitting
guy's
there.
like this guy's basically like dressed like Hendrix and Prince
Yeah.
at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And then now it's not blurred.
Yeah, a choreograph because you had to
He's
slide
pulled
that guy
in
in there
Spirits.
Yeah.
because he was literally not standing over there earlier. You had to basically slide that guy in so fast.
And they're dancing like the. It's just so cool. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild that people say that this meeting, like this movie, doesn't have like anything to say. Like so people that say that, and like you watch this scene, and then the way this scene ends, you're like, how the fuck did you not understand what just happened right there? Like,
People are
watch
dense,
the
man.
last people that are shown at the end of this entire thing, like literally.
I remember whenever the film came out, and I mean, I had nothing but positive things to say about it. People were saying that it was just like a Dusk to Dawn ripoff, and someone was saying that it's not as good of a movie, and I was just like, I mean, listen, like I don't think it's perfect. Like I have my flaws with it. Don't get me wrong, but ultimately, like
Mhm.
it's an impressive feat. Like this entire shot alone is very difficult to pull off, and being able to see
your
it in that
blocking here-
143
Your
ratio,
blocking here has
man,
to
like
be
yeah.
so spot on. Like,
They probably choreographed this. They probably practiced it maybe 20 times before they got even cameras rolling.
Do you think
oh,
they're
yeah.
just dancing to like a metronome?
No, I think they were playing music on set.
I think they were actually playing live. Yeah, on the
they
set.
had to
Yeah.
have been.
And obviously you have like a cut here.
The embers looked
it goes
really
into the
cool in the
sky.
theater. That was cool.
And those are all CGI'd. Obviously you have your cut here. Embers changes stars.
Makes me think of that shot in Blade Runner.
Yeah. But it's like even like watching this part right here, like how do you not understand what this movie's about? Like literally the last people he shows right here. Who are the ones who want to come in there and take that, suck it out of you like a vampire, suck out that talent and that culture?
For
Spoiler alert.
personal gain.
It's the white people. It's actually my people, the Irish.
I was gonna say, Pat, I was gonna say, like, that's your team right there, dog.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, we got some banger music though.
Oh yeah, the music that they play them.
I want to try to pierce the veil and bring back Selena Quintanilla. Like that's who would be in my room, like playing music. You watched this movie with your mom. I just want to remind you that while you're watching the scene.
Bro,
He
I saw
also watched
Wolf
Wolf of Wall Street with his mom.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah. It is
Oh
like
yeah,
smart code.
you've often said you've often said like you're like I just watched anything. Like you're like when you said that with
Yeah.
Titanic, you're like
I'm just gonna. You basically just sit there and you're like, I'm just gonna stare forward, and we're just never gonna acknowledge these scenes.
My
ever
parents
again.
growing up, like I don't know what they thought. Like I was never gonna see like a naked body ever in my life, but they'd be like, "Close your eyes," and I'd be like, "Well, guys, what are we doing here?"
We talked about it on True Lies. Like I had to cover my eyes, and I would look through.
Look
can't
through.
Yeah. When like Jamie Lee Curtis was like dancing, I couldn't watch that scene.
Oh yeah.
I was like 6. He's like, my man. My man Cornbread. Cornbread just had to go to the bathroom, man.
He did. So like this shot right here where they're standing next to each other.
It's easier too if you shoot them from far away. The eye, you won't be able to notice the eye line. He broke the 180-degree roll right there.
And you have to
Or never
mimic
mind.
the right lighting for both shots.
And you hear that score come back in when you first heard him. It was like slowly comes right back in. Jack O'Connell's great in this fucking movie too.
Woof woof.
Cornbread, like, what the fuck? Nah, let's do it right now. Cornbread's got to get that Oscar.
Imagine how shocked Cornbread is like these guys want to come in here.
Oh, you must get that voice I heard from out here.
Who do you think was the first person that said that vampires had to be invited in?
Yeah.
Probably.
One big thing that people think about
obviously
is
vampires
the guitar,
are symbolisms for things.
The guitar later on in the film that like he smashes onto his head that like starts smoking.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a thing of silver, the whole thing with that is that like silver's like seen as like this unpure metal. It's
silver
like
bullet.
the reason that vampires couldn't see themselves in mirrors is because they used to be backed by silver.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're not so much. I think now it's just like some sort of material, but back then that's the whole reason why they couldn't see themselves in mirrors. Like it's like the whole
point. And some people I guess would say like also too that like this movie over explains what it's doing, but it's like you're gonna have people that
they're trying to be like elusive. It's like it's in the character's nature to like try to like invite themselves in.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, obviously taking place in 1930s Jim Crow era, like, it's pretty obvious what it's saying, but the people still don't understand. And it's like they kind of spoon feed it to you in parts, too. But I think you have to have that. Cause hate to say it, audiences now are just TikTok brains, so they don't understand. You kind of have to explain it.
This is weird. All right. How's she getting? Is she family? Family.
You have it in the writing. Oh, it's because we're white. Like we're not allowed. That's so good.
We'll be on our way.
They're smart.
Jack
They make
O'Connell
them
on his
think that
mark.
like they could get killed by a gun. Like that would never kill them.
Yeah.
But him reaching for the
No.
gun, he's like, we gotta give them like,
Yeah, to remain.
Yeah.
if we act spooked by the
Keep
gun,
the
then they're gonna
facade.
think that we're normal people.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Jack O'Connell had his like moment of being a lead for like the mid 2010s. He was Angelina Jolie directed him. Unbroken. He was the lead in that.
That was him.
Shot by Roger Deakins. Cohen's wrote that movie.
On my skills. Step on your feet. Look, if they move on a bit too long, we're gonna have a bigger problem than just a fight. So, dude, don't let them in.
Don't let them in.
I wonder if they had 3 shots right there. Each
said 3?
Michael B. Jordan, each Michael B. Jordan shot, and then Haley Steinfeld, and like I think there was 3 layers there.
You know, for what it's worth, I know this night goes down the way it does, but that juke joint would have been pretty fun to go
It
have a
That's the,
drink
that's
in.
the end of the movie. Like he says, like that up into that last basically what happened. It was the greatest day of my life. Like yeah, this place would have been awesome, man. Like this is my favorite.
I just think it's cool how
there.
like the legacy
Yeah.
that both of the twins wanted to create was that the legacy that they wanted was to have something for their community, like somewhere where they can dance and drink and have fun and just like kind of like a place to, I don't know, like a community.
Mm-hmm. And it lasted one night.
Unfortunately, it did only last one night.
I think it's cool that there's that shot with them at the bottom of the stairs where that like light kind of resembles the sun.
Mm. They'll never see the sun again.
Yeah, that's the closest
That was
thing
the
they'll
last
get
time
to
they
it.
saw the
Yeah.
sun.
What happens if they don't know?
I was going to mention it at the end, but because at the end, when he's obviously spoiler for the people listening to this, jumps into the future, jumps into the 90s. When he mentions that, like that was the greatest day of my life, and he's like, "Was it the same for you?" And he says, "Yeah, it was the last time I saw my brother," because he's also now a vampire, so he can't see himself in a mirror, so he can never see his brother ever again, because his brother
Well,
obviously is
I
a
mean,
twin.
That's until they stop using silver and mirrors.
When did they stop using silver mirror? Let me see. Can a vampire see himself in a mirror?
I think it'll probably tell you. It'll say like that used to
See
be
their
a myth
reflection. No, according to traditional vampire
Vampire-
folklore and fiction, vampire cannot see his reflection in a mirror.
But why though? Like where did the
It does say
mirror thing
silver
come from?
back. I think it says silver backing, but there's also lack of soul, so it cannot
because
show
nothing's
soul.
there.
I think the silver
There's nothing
backing makes more
there.
sense. The whole point of like silver being an impure metal is that
Yeah, I mean, I also like the idea that they're twins. So obviously his brother would look exactly like him, but he can never
Yeah.
look in a mirror again to see his brother.
Oh yeah. I mean, for the context of the story, I like your argument a little bit more. But
Yeah.
I
mean, you could be right.
Like,
I don't know.
either way, like it's still the same idea as what we're putting down.
But then you like watch that scene, you're like, I mean, he can't see himself in a mirror, but damn, he looks fucking fresh right now. That fit on.
Yeah, he looks fresh as hell. How do you know what you're wearing, bro? How do you get ready for the day?
You can't even see anything. Him and Haley in that scene. This is the first thing Miles Canton did, right?
Is
Only.
Sinners a coming of
think so.
age film? With the
I mean, it has an element
Sammy?
into it. Yeah, it has an element
If
to
you
it.
watch it from Miles' perspective, I think so.
Yeah.
Just changed his entire life.
Mm-hmm. And it's the night that he made a decision to like chase what he wants instead of chasing a life that was set for him of faith and ministry.
Yeah, this song's a banger too. Some Irish folk songs.
You know what other song is a banger? That song from 1917 that they're like singing as he like pulls up and he's like looking for the brother.
Yeah,
That Poor Where Frank Stranger song, low key, bro.
dude,
I feel
we
like
got some
they're
bangers,
singing
man.
all
this
kinds
to
of
like
shit.
soften
Yeah,
her.
Titanic when they go down to the you want to go to a real party and we're fucking
Oh,
an
yeah,
Irish
yeah.
band down there. We got some bangers.
There's
man.
so many songs that are like old like folk songs, like Hank Williams
Mhm.
Jr. dude. Like I get around on that shit.
Oh, dude, I'm not a big new country fan at all. I don't listen to any of that, but old country, man, that shit's
Old
good.
country's good, man. Old
Yeah.
country music is so good.
Yo, love me some John Denver. Love me some John Denver. Well, there's a guy that did folk. He only made one album. His one song is in Old Man and the Gun.
Oh yeah, the David Lowery one.
Jackson C. Frank. He made like one album that's like it's actually produced by Paul Simon. But he had like was diagnosed with schizophrenia. But I have that album on vinyl. It's fucking amazing. Blues Run the Game.
This guy right here that's playing the banjo, he's an actual musician, and I can't remember how it happened, but
I mean, technically Lola Kirk is too. Like she's a good country singer.
Yeah, this guy's an
Is
actual like
this
country artist.
is this on a set or an exterior with a crane?
This has to be exteriors. I've seen the set photos, and this is all exterior stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Look at that light
Look at
from
that.
behind them.
Yeah.
That light, I was gonna say, that's
That
what I
light that
love.
was
It's like
showing through the trees.
they're just shining a spotlight down, but like you can just make it look like moonlight. Like
And it
obviously
adds
moonlight's
depth.
not that strong, but it's
Even
like
that far street light.
yeah, we say this every time. Everything's just gotten so fucking natural, man. It's like give me that light in the back that looks like the strongest moonlight in the world. I don't care.
It's just this like obsession with HDR content, man. It's just annoying.
Yeah. I love his theme, man. It's so fucking good. I mean, also too, who's the first person they recruit? A white girl.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, that moment when they're all outside and they're like rocking with Remick, it looks fun.
I mean, like,
I'm not saying,
yeah,
I'm not saying I would
Like, you know
join.
what? Let me go outside the juke joint for
But
a
if
little
I
bit.
could
Let
hang
me
out with
go
them and
see
they didn't
what's
have to
going
bite
on.
me, I would go out there and party with them.
Yeah.
Me inside, like, guys, nobody go.
That, you know that
out there.
meme of Patrick like looking outside the window?
Yeah. Yeah, Squidward's looking out the window.
I'd be all mad during that scene and be like, man, it sounds like it's fucking fun outside, whatever.
Like they're having so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Bro, that shot of him with like the red tint in his eyes and like the
The
flubber
drool.
is so good, yeah. Like it doesn't paint him enough in a way that's like, oh man, that's an evil fucking vampire. But it's enough to where it's like, oh, that is gross.
It's like the right amount. It's like a touch.
Yeah. And then you go, she pulled the gun on them there, and they didn't even flinch. They were just like, ooh, that cut to him jumping, then her jumping on the stage.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Damn, put this together in one night. Fucking banger party.
Bet he feels like $1 million right now. Got the girl, played the show. Now he's just having fun.
Man, you keep going out there. You're not letting me in. We'll just say they're not letting me in. No, come on. Oh, man. Come on. 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 Come on.
Get the one girl that's already been in there. I mean, they spoiled this in the trailer of her already turning immediately.
The shot with her, with the blood draped over her
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and then like her like turning to the camera, like we're gonna kill every last one
The
of you.
glowing eyes too. I mean, the
Yeah.
glowing eyes are so iconic. Like you're gonna remember that from the trailer.
To
if
be
you watch
fair,
it.
Yeah.
like
That's
I
why
do
I
think that
like
there has
people
to
who
kind of be
watch.
like a level of
It's in the marketing. You kind of have to like market
you
it to
kind
be
of have to
like,
like sell a vampire movie,
yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, whether or not it's a spoiler for her, like you might
Oh,
know it's
I knew-
coming, but it's a matter of
Yeah.
like, hey man,
Oh,
we
I
have butts
knew
and
that they
seats.
weren't. I knew that they were gonna turn, and I knew immediately at this point. I was like, oh, one of the brothers is gonna go for sure. Yeah, they always have that like light above them, like it's sunlight.
Mhm.
Damn. I think that's like becoming an iconic line now. Damn, my man Cornbread has had to go to the bathroom.
Poor guy.
The way they whisper is so funny. It's unnecessarily funny.
Yeah, like why'd you just jump on him? But the embers, like right there, they're changing into they made into eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's like no matter what, something's gonna come for you. Someone's gonna come for this people in here. The KKK.
How's your 4K looking?
This 4K looks pretty damn fucking good. Probably one of the
This
best
4K
4Ks
looks
of the year.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best 4Ks of the year easily. Especially them IMAX shots.
You know what? You should pull like a stack of 4Ks that you'd want to like show me like if we ever like got an opportunity to run stuff in person one day.
Oh, 100% would.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that True Grit Blu-ray I have is from probably 2011 is when it was came out officially, but obviously the movie's 2010. But it still looks pretty damn fucking good for 2011 earlier. Like Blu-ray had only been around for like 4 years at that point.
I just bring this up because of physical media, but I saw that there's going to be a restoration of Halloween, the original Halloween. I'm going to be really excited to try to get that.
They have the Scream Factory has the 4K that looks
Scream
good.
Factory is also
Really?
Yeah,
Arrow's
4K.
putting out their own edition though too. Yeah, there's already a 4K out for Halloween.
There is?
But they're
man.
yeah, but again, like Arrow's putting out their own version as well.
See how much it is. Halloween 4K. Yeah, Halloween 4K. $20. Scream Factory. I have that one. It's good. It looks really good.
I'd be interested to see is it like a different cover art or anything like that? Or is it like a their slip cover?
If Arrow's doing their
Yeah.
own copy, it'll have different cover art.
I'm all asking questions. I need to be looking up this. It's like I have a computer right in front of me.
They haven't
Here, I'll-
announced any
here.
artwork for the Arrow one yet.
Here, I'll drop it in the. Here you go. Dropped it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, the 4K itself of that looks really good.
Oh, nice. That looks pretty cool. I think I've seen that one before.
Delroy Linda's
Oh, he's busy. Yeah. I didn't know Arrow is doing their own Halloween.
Yeah, they
I
announced
might
it
be
today.
tripping. I think they are though.
Was it today?
Yeah, they announced it
I
today.
read
It
it
was
today,
on
yeah.
I think I saw it on Letterboxd Instagram account.
film you around. Nigga, that's 2 damn days ago. And he left you to watch the dog. You think I can't handle it?
They're doing a Great Escape. Damn. I already have. I'm definitely gonna get their Mask one. Jim Carrey. That's probably gonna be fucking great. Don't worry, she's coming right back up. Well, they're representing the evil. You can't kill that evil. Kind of like No Country for Old Men. That evil will always be there. It's hard. You can't kill it.
I'm fighting the urge so bad. My iconic line. Evil can't be killed.
Say it.
Evil,
Say it.
evil,
Say it.
evil dies tonight.
Evil dies.
That's what freaking they're saying inside the juke joint.
There was our Halloween. We closed the Halloween circle.
Heck yeah. Don't worry, it will be open again. I just like at this point I just need to like share that I'd come out and be like, hey guys, I actually really like this film.
Keep everybody out.
Party's over, bro. There's a vampire in there. Did some crazy shit.
Do you guys know if anything had to get cut due to like just it being too gory or like too much blood? I know that in a lot of
I can't
horror
imagine that a
films.
movie like this would get any sort of like mandate for them to cut anything as far as gore goes. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been bloodier movies out there from studios. And my guess is it's probably really just a matter of like Ryan Coogler deciding on how gory he wants the film to be. But yeah, no, like Evil Dead is a movie that Sony put out, and it's very, very gory, very bloody, very violent, and it still has an R rating. Terrifier gets away with it because it doesn't actually get a rating. So like they're self-distributed, they're not with any sort of studio. So like if they were to submit those movies, 1,000% they would get an NC-17, but he doesn't even bother because he knows that they're not going to give him anything that he wants.
Yeah.
I know that Scream had to cut down a lot. The original Scream.
I don't know if Scream really had to cut that much of it out. I know that they did. They'd have
Scream
to
3
appeal
did.
to the MPAA quite a bit to actually like be able to show what they did. Like I know that there's one shot they had to cut out from the beginning with like Drew Barrymore's character.
That's what Taxi Driver had to do. Taxi Driver, they basically said like, so what they did, they just basically made the blood more brown as opposed to red.
They can kind of do that. That's the reason that Kill Bill has the shot that it does with the Crazy 88s is that they were going to give him an NC-17, but he was like, hey, if the shot's in black and white, they're like, all right, fine, you can have your R rating. Take it. But funny enough, they are re-releasing The Whole Bloody Affair in theaters in December.
I saw that
on 70 mil. So we will finally see the bloody the Crazy 88s fight scene in full color. You can already watch it now online, like on YouTube, but there's something about the magic.
Is that early December?
I want to say it's like early December, yeah.
I never caught what he said about his brother. The best thing about me was him. And nobody's caught still that everybody that goes outside is being affected because Mary's the only one that's come back in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So she thought that was like a good call to like be like, hey, go out there and get the car started. We need to go.
Mm-hmm.
They also don't really know what's going on quite yet.
Yeah.
Like I know that God, what's her character's name? She knows. I think she has an idea of what's going on now by the time that Cornbread shows up.
Here's your hands.
What?
When he's like, "Let me get my paid," and he goes,
Yeah, his little hand thing that he does. It's
Yeah.
the funniest thing
"Let me
ever.
get paid."
I swear they sped it up because there's no shot he actually did it that fast. Like when you watch the shot, it's so funny.
That's right.
I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway. Probably your fish sandwich messed up my guts in the first place. Use old stale grease. I ain't never used stale grease. No. Shut up, man. You talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh? Hey, admit to it. Admit to what? That you gay. That one of them white folks out there killed you and you ain't hate now.
Damn. Sipping the whiskey still. Dude, I'd be getting wasted right now. I'd be like, fuck this.
He's dead. He's not sober. Okay, there's a difference.
No, Delroy was drinking the whiskey. He was like,
Oh yeah, he's stressed the fuck out.
yeah.
There's a scene
I'd
later
be
where he
like,
says that he
"Fucking
shit
man."
himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, fucking man.
One another. Polite. Now we is one people, and we shouldn't go in barging into other folks' places uninvited. So been in and out of here all day.
He literally goes, nah. He says, nah. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, man.
I'm supposed to walk back. I ain't no problem. But be your own people.
Here you go. Let me get paid.
Can I at least get my money? Or we get it back?
You can kind of see his eyes in the light there where obviously they can cover his eyes here, but he turned to the light for a second.
Just a shot right here.
Damn.
Should have just thrown the money on the ground.
I would have, yeah. Damn. Hey, vampires. Yeah, right here.
This film's about
Yeah,
vampires.
he says he shit himself.
I think I just shoot myself. I think I should. Bro, I would too, man. Oof. Classic horror shot there.
Yeah.
Little Scream 2 homage. I mean, he's playing other films.
I know the exact scene you're talking about. Whenever he stabs through the door at the sorority party.
Oh, I guess that. To be honest with you, I mean that shot is everywhere. I don't know why I said Scream 2 specifically. It just made me think of like when he's in the bathroom and it goes.
I mean, it's first like what? Psycho was the first to use that.
I mean, there's
that eye.
I'm willing to bet you probably have other movies that did it first too. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
There's probably other films from like the 1920s and 30s that have done it, but.
Dude, that chunk out of his neck is so good.
Mama, right. I thought you said he was dead. He was. I checked his pulse. Then what the fuck is he doing talking to us? This is good, right? He's okay.
Here's your shining shot.
I was gonna say The Shining, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what that we got here talking about? More than her being the cool West of what we did through Germany trenches and Chicago bandwagon. All right. Y'all niggas gonna pay for this shit. Like,
Yeah, it's really good makeup on the neck there. And then you have this shot going under smoke. There's the same thing because he wants to open the door, so he has the same shot.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to connect with his brother. Damn. Bro. This is when I be going for the whiskey. Like, yeah, I'm dying tonight. This is it.
They just saw somebody like rise from the dead.
Yeah.
There's a few things that people have pointed out online as well, that like in this group of people that stay at the end of the movie that are like trying to survive,
Mhm.
there is a few people that just no one acknowledges that are just like in the shots. And some people have said that like maybe they were characters that had small lines or like backstories, but they got cut for time.
Yeah.
I really do think maybe just they were just put in to like make the shot look more full.
Yeah. Like there's more
'Cause,
people
like,
still in
if
there.
you look around, there's people there that aren't even in the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
You really see the most of it whenever they're doing that thing in the circle where they're all taking garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy with the cigarette.
Yeah,
right
like that
here.
guy. Yeah, that guy in the back. Yeah.
He looks like
I
a
was
cool
thinking-
guy, like
You
a
probably-
cool character. Like
you
a
probably need
chill
more
guy.
like people like just to show that, yeah, like when they obviously all
The
come
scope.
in there at the end, it's like there's gonna be more people that need to be killed, quote unquote. In there. Yeah, it's probably just to create like a sense of there's still other people in there.
Blending in the craft into like the horror scope of like the film.
Mm-hmm.
That they told me. Said a nigga was coming on account of my music. You know, I had a gal once.
That was music.
We light skinned too. The gal did me everywhere loving that. Yeah. You don't worry about a thing. They weren't game for me things. You come knocking tonight. You don't have to go through the old brand Delta Slam from get you. I go for everybody in here.
Yeah, and also then he has like the religious aspect of it, like his dad saying, like this type of music is quote unquote the devil's music.
Yeah.
If you play
you
it,
had the worst night of your life, and
yeah.
then you come home and your dad's like,
I told you.
got caught up in that life because that car.
Yeah, he said, like, what did I say? Exactly
What
what's
did
gonna
I
happen
tell you?
happened.
But I love how like I love that they know what to do like with vampires.
Mhm.
Mary?
This poor guy was even a vampire.
He wasn't
Yeah.
even a vampire. That's so crazy.
It was like, what was
He
it,
just
like
passed
malt
out
liquor
drunk?
or something, or it was like syrup.
Yeah. I think he just passed out drunk and he just like knocked over something. Oh yeah, here you go.
Pat's
Here's
gonna
the
get up
banger.
and start dancing.
Here's the banger party.
Lightning
Storm's
in the
coming.
background.
Storm's coming.
Oh, this shot.
And this instantly became an an iconic costume. Like if you see it, if you see somebody like at a
Cons.
con or like at a theater screening, you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, they're dressed up as Remick.
Month of May from me home, I started with the devil is one, broken hearted.
Banger.
Got cornbread in the bag, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like whenever like people watch this film for the first time, they do like reference this like sequence, and they're like, you know what, that sounds fun.
Dude, honestly, like they look like they're having a
Riverdance.
blast. Look at them.
They're just having some fun. Fucking cornbread.
He's
Cornbread's
getting
just
it, bro.
getting it. Cornbread's just getting it. Doing the Irish jig. The Irish were the low class of the white culture.
Yeah, so like this shot right here, as it's going around, look at how many characters like we never see again.
That was him trying to mimic what Sammy was doing, right?
Remick?
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume so. Like that's probably like what he's.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to pierce the veil,
I
but
like that guy.
can't.
That one guy over there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just showing that there's other people in there. It's just not the main characters now. Just immediately, like
Pops him in the head.
yeah,
Damn garlic, girl.
I did the same thing.
Bro, if that was me right there, I had to eat that garlic. They would have shot me in the minute I took that. Like,
Yeah,
I would,
slowly,
yeah, I would
garlic.
start being just like her. Like it's
I feel like
nasty.
convulsed.
No.
I'd be like convulsing, like he's a vampire. Just 10, it just unloads in me.
Then go. Oh,
This
shit,
is
he was
whenever you would have
there.
been like, guys, let's just go in front of the mirror.
They don't. That's one thing I've noticed though, that there's no mirrors in this movie.
Yeah. Wasn't the beer Irish beer too?
Yeah.
I think so. I can't remember. I mean, this is like my third or fourth time watching this at this point, but I still don't know for sure. There's never been a plot point I cared about so much that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta remember that.
Well, I mean, you think of then who's the
both from
lead
Chicago,
vampire? Who's the lead vampire? Irish guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was the guy that was outside.
He woke up. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why they put me outside, bro?"
And now he thinks that the reason they left him outside is because of the whole thing with
Money. Yeah.
The
Yo,
money
cornbread just fucking decks him. Damn.
Batman. Thing, you know.
What they do with their eyes is so subtle,
Mm-hmm.
but it works so well.
Oh, he just comes up and like talks to them again, like just like
He's trying really hard to plead his case.
yeah.
And the big thing to kind of think about is that like the whole idea behind why he keeps coming up to like plead his case is that to him it's like the idea of like what white appropriation does for culture. That's only like half of this film. The other half is like people like that where they're so rooted in the idea of religion and they sling concepts of like fellowship and like what family is. And it's all a lie. Like it's all just based off of like things like that. And so it's little shit like that. I think it's great.
He's like basically telling them like you're already dead, so just embrace it. Like no matter what, like you're already dead.
Damn it. I had to get some water.
He belongs to us. He belongs with us. And I ain't gonna let that happen.
Like you're like stealing that young generation talent.
He specifically wants Sammy. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
To connect to his ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take it from you when they want. You felt something here tonight, and it was beautiful. It was felt.
He's like saying, he's even saying like, I'm coming tonight, while other people are coming tomorrow, and people will continue to keep coming.
Like a hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Lord, the goddamn killing floor.
But what Uncle Hogwarts don't know is we're going to start ourselves a new plan based on love.
We got numbers. We probably go to that old bigot.
Like joining like a cult, like religion. We're starting it all with love.
With family. Ain't they right? I know it sounds crazy, but after we kill y'all, I have him right here on earth.
I love the inclusion of like the Metallica music too.
Mm-hmm.
Jeeps. We both said at the same time.
Well, it's like you're incorporating that like this type of evil is going to, it doesn't matter, like every generation's going to deal with this, like this type of moment. So you have the electric guitar for the future, like it's not just happening now, it'll happen in the future.
The counterpoint that well, I don't know if it's a spoiler warning because you're not hearing it yet, but at the very end it blends in that 70s guitar as well whenever he's in the bar singing. He has like the genre extends out of the blues right into the electric guitar, and then it's like you said, it's timeless. So like also at the same time of like evil being like just like an ever present like thing, there's also like the counter of it.
Like you said, like music is timeless. but evil is also timeless. What would you do? Would you just go out the back door, full out sprint, and see what happens?
I mean, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you no matter what direction you come out of. And they're like all circling all around that the juke joint.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of disagreement with what her character is about to do, and I'm trying to like prepare myself to like, where's like the switch? Like they people often reference that there's like a switch, and like her character wouldn't do that. Like that's not a decision that her character would have done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drunk with him now. You need to watch him out. What's your doing? Stop that.
How do you feel about it, though?
How do I feel about it?
I think what she
decision?
does makes complete sense. I don't agree with it, but it also, in terms of like a narrative function, it does its job.
Yeah.
They're either going out there or they're coming in there. I feel like she ripped the Band-Aid off.
And her
Like,
husband
well,
is
if they're
still
gonna-
out there. It's like audiences could also be like, they don't realize like that's her husband out there. Like you're just gonna be like, oh, never mind, he's a vampire now. Who cares? Like clearly, it's
Even
still her
also
husband.
daughter that they like straight up threaten.
Exactly
like,
what Van said. Like that's
so-
why I agree with her. Like there's like a cut. There's like a quick cut where she sees her daughter and she's like, I have to do this because I'd rather them come towards me than go toward my daughter.
Yeah, and if we can kill them here. They won't go after my daughter. Yeah.
There it was, right there. Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
That little light behind his head.
Yeah.
This, for some reason, this shot right here where like they're all grabbing their weapons and then it like turns around and they're all like getting ready. It feels like the time of like that moment in a video game where like it goes from like a cutscene to like the moment you start playing.
Yeah,
like,
and you have to like wait for a second. You have to wait.
Yeah, you have to like wait till it's like press
this.
X or something like that.
Yeah. You have to wait for a second. That's so funny. Damn. What'd you do? Would you just let them take you? Like, I'm dead anyway.
Yeah, so like some of those characters that we're seeing get killed like right off the bat are just that might be the only reason why they were there is just for them to have someone to kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never see any purpose from them in terms of like
because they would all just jump on the other six like immediately. Like
Dead Meat's doing a kill count of this on Friday.
Oh, nice.
They did a podcast episode about it. I think before the summer. That was really good.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there was a lot of episodes in that like April, May area.
Mm-hmm.
Sinners.
You have to go back and look. You picked a great film to jump back into.
Yeah. It'd be a good episode for anybody watching on Halloween, hopefully.
Happy Halloween if you're watching it on Halloween.
I'm not saying I endorse it, but hypothetically speaking, if you go to see this in theaters on Halloween, you can take a little AirPod with you and listen with us.
That's true.
I would be
You
honored to
can.
go to the IMAX
You
theater with
can.
you and watch
And
Sinners.
listen.
Listen to the bros.
The commentary challenge. Listen to this in theaters. Go to see this in 70 mil IMAX and listen to us talk
Sneak me in
the
with
whole
your
fucking
sneak
time.
me in
Whole
with your
time.
meal that you have in your bag.
Yeah. I should do that one time.
Sneak a meal
Just to,
in?
like see. No, like if there's like an episode that we've already done that's like they're re-releasing or
Like a
something,
re-release?
and
I'd
like
do it
just
with
put
you.
my headphones in and like just press play at the same time and see what happens. See how it lines up. It'd be an interesting like listening to a commentary track on a screen like that big. Even if it's just a regular screen
You're
at a
making me
movie
want to do it
theater.
even more the more you talk about it.
I think we may have just unlocked something.
A new level.
A new level of watching a movie in a theater.
I think we just solved male loneliness. The male loneliness epidemic. Just put us in your AirPods and go to the movies. You got 3 bros with you.
The gang solves the male loneliness epidemic.
Gang's all here.
Yeah, because he lost everything.
I thought he was gonna break his leg, and I was like, "Nah, he's done
Dude,
for."
okay, so there's a shot of this shot right here
Yeah.
of them flying, man.
Yeah,
Like that is insane. This
Yeah.
entire
Pretty good.
sequence is
with
so good.
with the lightning in the background. Heck
Yeah.
And I do
That
want to
sun's
say
coming
that
up
like
quick.
we've kind of discussed a little bit more about like the film itself now at this point, and
Mhm.
I think my biggest issue with this film really is that like it feels like there's like 5 different endings, and I don't mean that in like the
Yeah.
worst way, but like this ending, and then you have the ending where he goes to the church, and then
I could see that, man.
And you have
Yeah.
there it
the
feels like it's like
7-minute,
okay,
like,
I can
scene
take
after,
these
yeah.
2 endings, and then it gets to the point where he's playing in like modern day, and that's
Yeah.
great, but then it gets to the point where there's an additional scene with Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld at the very beginning, and it's like, man, this whole thing just feels very like, all right, like
Yeah.
we're finishing up, and
Yeah,
it just
and then
Yeah.
Smoke has like an entirely like different ending from this. Like I don't. For me, this is the ending, right? Like this is, or it's, and then it's Sammy's ending.
Yeah.
it peaks here. I mean, there's definitely a climax. There's definitely like a you know, you gotta resolve some things, and it feels like you get that resolution at the end with Sammy's like ending at the church, but ultimately it does feel like there's 3 or 4 different endings, and I think that kind of kills the pacing. It kind of kills that momentum you have from this moment, and it's a great ending, but at the same time it's just like I just wish it could have been polished up a little bit more. But regardless, I say that with such hesitation because this is like an insanely like just an insane cinematic achievement. Being able to see this on the screen that I did, I just felt incredibly lucky to have experienced it.
Ooh, that shot was cool whenever he was about to bite his neck, blurred, and it focused like solely on his teeth.
Because it's his own blood. That's why you can't kill him. Vampire would be killing himself. Did I just discover something?
That was the craziest. I saw the movie like shine in your face. You're like there, bro.
Dude, this is what it feels like to have a migraine.
Is that like me, or it's like, is he okay?
Is he okay? See his like fingers.
All of the makeup, yeah, like the nails, all of it.
This is probably a set.
I don't think
to get
so,
like
man.
that
I remember seeing
background.
pictures of whoever had the camera cooler at any given moment where he was wearing like those big coveralls and he was standing in the water.
In the water.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I think the way that this shot looks with like the light hitting it just the right way, like it looks too good to be just a set. I don't think it's a set. Now I could be wrong.
Just like these shots, like of the close-ups of them, That's obviously
Oh,
not.
maybe. I don't know though.
But just like
There's a very good chance.
I like how it. I
you
like
can
how it
control
has
that
us
lighting
guessing
and
whether or
control like
not
the
it
water.
is.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm going to be watching this again in like 10 days because Avery saw it.
Dude, you should do it. Bring the AirPod in.
Bring the AirPod. Yeah. Are you gonna hear me say Happy Halloween to you on Halloween?
The commentary cinematic experience. Man watches movies. If you are watching this in theaters, you are currently at the moment where Remick gets fucking stabbed with a stake. I hope you're experiencing peak. But don't leave yet because there's 4 more endings.
4 more endings. This is the Return of the King.
That's the thing with Return of the King, though, is that movie actually does have like 5 endings, and I cry my eyes out during the whole time.
But I think if you think about it, they
remember
each
whenever
have their,
you
like,
made me
own
watch that
ending.
one entire
like, this
whole
is the
weekend?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not talking to you until you watch all these films.
But I guess
I'm
they,
like,
okay.
okay.
They
Here's the
each
thing.
have their own ending in a way, but yeah.
Is I completely forgot about the whole ending with this thing with like him waiting for the clan people. So that's another ending that I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
I said what I said, man. I
Yeah,
still stand by it.
I think the epilogue is more of like a we're still here and we'll always be here. Like not just us, but like I think that evil is always there.
It's definitely Sammy's story. And I think if
Yeah.
anything, if we gave Sammy some more screen time before everything starts to go down, I don't know. It also doesn't really feel like Sammy's the main character, but they're really trying to make it really hard to be.
Dadgummit, we did it again.
But yeah, because like what's coming in the morning, it doesn't matter. You killed us, but the clan's coming.
I think one thing that's really refreshing about this moment, though, too, and honestly, they very well could have shot it this way, and then maybe in the edit they were like, "Nah, we need to clean this up a little bit." Is that there's all these traps that are kind of set for the clans people when they show up, and he takes them out like one by one pretty quickly. Is maybe they showed all the shots with him setting up those traps and him being able to like prepare for all those clans people to show up. But I think.
Well, I think it's them saying like they were in World War I.
Yeah.
So like
if
you you can imply that like they already know how to set that. So it's like I don't need to show that.
They do. But my point with that is really just more on the fact that like I would say that in any other movie they would probably show him like putting those traps.
Yeah.
Like instead they're like, nah,
setting the trap.
Just see it as it happens.
Yeah, just see him setting a trap like Home Alone.
Yeah. The Home Alone music starts playing.
Yeah.
He starts putting little marbles out there. He puts like a giant javelin in there somewhere that just comes out of nowhere.
We don't see this until now, right? We don't see this. We don't see them walking into the juke joint like this and getting ready to set up just until now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they break the fourth wall there. Just looking at the camera. But it kind of mirrors at the end when he says like that was the greatest day of my life up until that point, and it probably was his too. He doesn't show that emotion, but he's remembering everything that happened before everything that happened. And that was probably the greatest night of his life up until that point. Now he knows he's probably about to die. You know, fucking like.
It's above their helmets.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess you just have that shot to imply like World War I was fought in trenches, as opposed to like World War II was fought more in like on ground, like they would be in trenches for years, setting mines, and that's where trench foot came from.
Yeah, man. Seeing actual like if you ever look at what trench foot looks like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. was about to get the
You're
worst
just
lecture of
so
his
wet.
life.
Well, that cut there too, like he lets his son in. Their door's locked. Bro, it's fucking accurate.
Hmm.
I think I saw some people complain about like, oh, they couldn't hit him from like right there, but it's like that's not the point. Like, because you want him to do this.
They do
It's
hit
like,
him though.
fuck. Yeah, but like right there when he was like picking up the other gun, they could he's standing out in the open is what like I guess people would complain about, and it's like that's not the point. Like,
When people complain about shit like that in movies, I'm always just like, all right,
yeah,
Me,
like,
I'm just like, why
that's
would
like
they
that's
my
just
complain
like your
about that? That's
opinion, I guess,
weird.
man.
yeah. It's like, bro, it's a
And he
fucking
does
movie.
get
Who
hit.
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, shit. Damn.
So I gotta kill these fucking KKK members. He fucking lights this dude up. The cross in the back right there. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Both shots.
That shot of him sitting down with the guitar there. If you stay till the end of the credits, there's another shot.
Yes, yeah.
That.
It's just him like playing the guitar, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed till the very end when I watched the first time. I was like, that was it. What was the point of that?
A little that like yellowish red of his shirt now. And all the blood. Time to
You know
fucking
why I'm so
die.
obsessed with background shots? The background of the shots of this film so much.
It's that depth.
Yeah.
Depth that IMAX camera creates. We'll soon be joining them. He'll see them in the afterlife. Man, shut the fuck up. Basically,
His character
this fucking lights him up. Yeah, that's right. Little bitch ass. KKK member. Damn. Yeah, this 4K is fucking great, man.
I bet.
So like this shot right here, that car, I think that's where it should have ended.
Mm-hmm.
Once it transitions to the older version of him, yeah, right there. You see?
Yeah. It is a little weird editing where he gives like that title card of like Chicago and then it says written and directed.
there's a lot of things about this. It's just like it's like the minute that it transitions to him getting older in the 1992
Yeah.
shot, it's just not paced in a way that feels like it feels disruptive, disjointed.
Yeah, I
And I'm
remember
willing to
being
bet they
like kind
probably
of
sat
like
in that editing room.
discombobulated by it.
They probably sat there editing that the whole day, and they were like, "This is the best we're gonna get," and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but at the same time, like personally, I mean, I think there's a certain point where I would just say, like, if you're gonna have a post-credit scene, have this be the post-credit scene where like it's him playing in a bar, and then just cuts to that thing with them at the end,
Mm-hmm.
or them talking to him at the end.
It's a pretty long, like mid credit scene, I guess they would call it.
Yeah,
I remember
like,
seeing
you're
people
already-
get up during this part, and I was like, "No, dude, sit down. It's not over. There's like no
Yeah.
way. There's no
But that's
way
the
it's
problem is
over."
that you have credits going on screen, so like at that point, it's
Mhm.
like, is it
Some
over or
people
is it
do
not?
leave. Some
Yeah,
people do
like
leave.
that is the cue for
Yeah.
some people to like just go to like the lobby.
Yeah, go to
I'm
the
not saying
bathroom,
I agree
yeah.
with it, but at the same time, like if you're gonna put credits on screen, like I'm sorry, but you've already kind of given the go to like a good amount of the audience to just be like, all right, leave. Even if there is stuff
Yeah.
on screen, people
Mhm.
don't think this is a Marvel movie. Like they're not gonna just stay to the credits if they don't know about it.
Do you think
Yeah.
it was a way to like include or incorporate like the filmmakers like to be like right there with the ending? Like remember, I don't know. I don't know.
He knows right
I just think
away.
there was a better way to make this scene work, even if they weren't showing him play. Like they could have just acknowledged or like I don't know, like implied that he was this famous musician without actually showing him play.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't completely think that they need to like reiterate all of this like information about
Yeah.
like I think if anything it works better if you don't know why they're there. Like, oh yeah, they're still alive. This sucks.
Mm-hmm. What I like about it though is you think that they're coming in to like kill him, but then when he basically says like, um, we have all your records. Like they've been watching him from afar.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing though, is that by the end of the scene, you know that they're not there to kill him, which
They're
is
not there to
fine.
kill him. He
It's
just wants to
great.
like see like, hey, like, yeah, it's like,
And then all of these shots of like the flashbacks, it just doesn't work for me. Like if you're gonna have this scene, just have the scene.
just have the scene, yeah. But I think that's what I was getting back to earlier,
It
where it's
totally
like,
opens my eyes to what you're saying. Like it does
yeah,
make me kind of like have that like I like seeing someone else's like opinion and like take on it because it's like, you know what? Like, yeah, you do have a point.
I do
I
like the
don't
end of this
completely
scene
hate
though,
the
of like,
ending. I do think that this ending could work if it was just tweaked a
yeah,
little bit and maybe edited to where it really is just like the scene with no flashbacks. They just play it straight. Because like we've had 2 hours to spend with these characters. We think we don't know everything that we've said before already.
On
mhm.
films of like this scope, are parts of editing done by different like people or like is it the same person in the room nonstop?
Usually most of the time it depends, but like you'll have like one or two editors, sometimes three max. Like but I mean you do
You'll
have
have
to
that
have
main editor, yeah.
the main editor to like look at it and be like, all right, this is what I got. And if they decide to make changes, it's all based off of like, oh, this doesn't work or this flows improperly, or like test screenings will happen and they'll be like, all right, audiences said that this scene was slow. What can we do to make it work if we're gonna include it regardless? So like this one looks like I only had one editor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same editor he's had for all of his movies.
You think we'll get a director's cut?
No, there's no shot.
No,
I
this
think
is
not the
your
kind of
director's
movie-
cut. He had
This is
final
not the kind
cut.
of movie that I think lends itself to like, all right, like let's put a director's cut out there. It feels
Yeah.
finite. It feels
I think-
complete.
Per his contract, he had the final cut, which would grant him the right to have to own the film.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Realistically,
Like,
if,
I like
he
this
had final
scene.
cut,
I do like that cut, the flashback though,
That
because
was
it
good,
was
though.
both of
That's-
them. Because it
that
was
was used
both of these
effectively to me.
characters. Yeah, it was both of these characters. There's your little do the right thing nod with the stack.
Yeah.
But I do like this scene because like you think them coming in, the audience is like, oh no, this is how Sammy dies, but it's like I like how this ends though.
You know something?
Yeah, I do too.
But I do agree, like they kind of reiterate like the entire like point of the movie like again. It's like they've already explained it 2 times. But I got the point earlier where it's like audiences are kind
From the moment that it cuts to him older to now is like 5 minutes.
of
Like
it
it's
is a
just
pretty
too
long scene.
If you're gonna do a scene like this, it needs to be like 2 or 3 minutes max.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But like these cutbacks are fine to me.
That shot.
Mm-hmm. Like, I do really like this. I do really like this how it ends here. Yeah, I do like how this ends.
It just sort
But
of
I do
feels like when the
agree.
scene starts.
The scene
stumbles
is
a
kind
little.
of it stumbles.
They're
and
putting
it's
this
kind
one
of
forth
long.
for this track forth for
Yeah.
consideration for best song.
Mm-hmm.
And Miles is on this one too, which is pretty cool.
I do like this cut too. I like this cut too.
Yeah. And then this is, I think, the final shot where like
This is the final
cars
shot.
keep
Yeah.
going.
This is the final shot. Yeah.
Man, it's a beautiful movie.
Live like it's the last time.
This has been Sinners. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and happy Halloween.
And next time you see it in theaters on Halloween, put your AirPods in and listen to
Put
it.
your AirPods
Happy
in. How was that? Was it on Halloween?
This podcast is hosted and edited by Pat Brennan. That's me, with intro and closing music by Patrick Baxter.